everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Rebecca Ravenbird, and for today's Ravenbird review, we are going to be looking at the new magical horses that are here in Fort Pinta. So today's outfit is a little bit inspired by the blue Dorcha horse. Look, these horses were already a no for me. Like, I know for sure that I'm not going to get them, but I do want to take a look at them like up close, in-game, that kind of thing. So the horses are over here with Gary Goldtooth, and they are right next to the Fort Pinta Beach Festival. The Dorcha horse is this one right here, this blue horse. Alright, so let's see what it says. In Ireland, legend says that butterflies can cross over the human world to the other world. On Jorvik, that other place has a different name, Pandoria, and it is a rare breed of magical horse, not butterflies who cross over. Dark as the night, Dorcha is known as the guardian of caves. They are skittish. They are a skittish sort, rarely coming to the surface and avoiding the pink cracks that break through the cave floors, unlike their purple-named counterparts. Traversing the dim caverns has given Dorcha excellent spatial awareness. Okay, that's pretty cool. But they could be agitated in open fields as they're used to the narrow caverns. But these horses are based on the Irish cobs, and Irish cobs are huge horses. I don't know. Stories say that if a traveler gets lost in the winding caves, Dorcha will help, guiding them to the surface but stopping just short of the light. Their name comes from the Irish word for darkness and mystery, alluding to the temperament of the shy and enigmatic creature. Dorcha's coat has many eyes that— What? Many eyes? Dorcha's coat has many eyes that closely resemble a peacock's feathers. European storytellers allude to this peacock butterfly. I like this horse better than this horse. We're gonna get to this horse in a minute, which is named Solas or something. I apologize for the pronunciation, but it said it was a peacock horse. I understand the peacock sort of look here with the eyes and the feather sort of thing, but at the same time, these horse, like real peacocks, have more green in them. This is kind of more like a teal, like what I'm wearing here. Real peacocks also have sort of brown in them as well. So considering the lore that we just read about, I can understand that they're not gonna be super colorful in terms of like green and brown. I feel like Star Stable could have alluded to that a little bit. I don't know what color the eyes are, but we're gonna get to that. Some people were saying that this horse— oh, I think both of them actually. Both horses are mirrored, and you know what? On this kind of horse, it's fine. Because at least with real peacocks and butterflies, those creatures are like built to be very symmetrical looking. So I think that's totally fine in this case. The colors that they have here, just in general, I like them. I do feel like the black, though, right here on the white parts of the horse is a little harsh. I mean, I understand it helps to make it stand out, but yeah, I just feel like the black is a little harsh. I feel like a very, very dark gray would help. And then here, it kind of looks like fish scales, but butterflies in real life, they do have like regular scales. Well, not regular, but like they do have scales on their wings, so that does make sense. The feathering, all right, on the hooves. It's interesting because it's just a texture. It doesn't actually move or anything. One thing I did notice about these horses is that on the mane and tail, they do have these larger, lighter blue feather kind of things, and honestly, that kind of reminds me of like— what is it? It's like military, almost medieval military armor for horses, where it's kind of just like plates stacked on top of each other to protect the horse. And then let's look at the eyes for a moment. I don't know what color the eyes are. Oh, the eyes are green. Okay. So that does make sense considering there are parts of the horse that are very green. But like I said, I feel like you know what? I don't know, because this horse, the regular coat is more of a gray and blue tone, so brown wouldn't make sense in its like regular coat form. So we're gonna take a look at the other horse, which is Solas. This horse, okay, when I saw the trailer and the spoiler, I honestly thought this horse looked like a highlighter, and a lot of people are also saying like it looks like a My Little Pony. So let's read about Solas. Bright as the break of dawn, Solas is said to pass between this world and another, a reality that lies in tandem with Jorvik, a place of pink skies and floating islands, glowing mushrooms and panda rays. They reach this overworld through the winding cave systems hidden deep under Jorvik. Okay, so these horses live underground, basically. So, like, technically, they wouldn't have, like, great of eyesight, I guess. Their time is spent in the pink unreality, The time spent in the pink unreality has affected Solas's metabolism, giving them seemingly boundless energy. Jumping between floating islands has also made them surprisingly fleet-footed. The name comes from the Irish word for brightness and illumination, much like the horse's vibrant coat and personality. Okay, that makes more sense now with the coat colors. Solas's coat has many eyes that closely resemble a peacock's feathers, Eurasian storytellers. Okay, that's all the same, I think. Alright, yeah, honestly, I like this horse less. Actually, I don't really like this horse, like, at all. Like I said, it looks like a highlighter or a My Little Pony or something like that. So, like, the thing that that does not attract me about this horse is the pink. I feel like I understand because it's a kid's game, that like it's supposed to stand out and be really vibrant and things like that, and even in the lore that we just read about, it said that it's supposed to be like that. But it's like fuchsia pink, I guess. I'm not down for it. I do like the facial marking that it has though. Another thing that I am not really fond of, and we're gonna get out of photo mode here, is the feathering kind of here on the side. As feather textures, they look fine. I just think it's a very interesting place to put this texture as well. And then the blue feathers here in the trailer, and even right now, this blue right here is contrasted with a shorter blue feather right next to it, and the blue, it just looks like a plate. It doesn't look like anything. It looks just like something like an icicle. I don't know why these longer blue feathers are here if you're not going to give it a blue feather, like a feather texture. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then it has the purple sort of military armor look as well. For the backside of this horse, I kind of like the tail of this one better than Dorcha. However, I still don't, yeah, I just am not this super big fan of it. These dark purple stripes, I guess that may represent kind of like the sun rays, the illumination of sun rays, but it just looks like knives. Like, why would you put knives on a horse? Yeah, these textures don't really make a lot of sense to me. If this horse was purple, all dark purple like the mane, and then the mane was pink, the mane and tail was pink, I feel like I would be a little more attracted to that. But I guess considering how dark of blue that the Dorcha horse is, they wanted to contrast it with a brighter color, so that does make sense. So let's take a look at the eye color for a moment. Is it pink? No, it's blue. That's interesting. Alright, so the eye color is blue to match the mane. That's interesting. That does help it stand out, I guess, because, the body is pink and stuff like that. So, the real coat colors, I wasn't such a huge fan of those either. Like, here we go. Look over here. It's like blue-gray. And the mane and tail, it really makes it look like horse armor. I don't know. Like, actually, okay. I do like this particular normal coat better. And this person's outfit is really nice. Good job, Sasha Gold Eagle. But, like, yeah, it just looks like this horse is ready for battle. Now, let's see if we can find a horse that is the Solas horse. Yeah, here's the Solas horse. Okay, so the mane stays blue. The vibrancy of the blue, oh, she's gone. But the vibrancy of the blue is, like, not as bright as when it's in its wild coat. And it's like a bay pinto kind of color, and then the white of the kind of stripes down the back of it is like, I'm so weird following this person around. I feel like the mane and tail should have changed to either like a dark purple or something, because the blue makes it, I'm not really a fan of the blue in the normal coat color. But here's the thing, the sort of military armor look does go away a little bit in this horse, so in its normal coat, so that's kind of interesting. Another thing that I've just always had kind of issues with in the Irish cob model in general is the fact that the mane goes on both sides of the horse's neck. Like, I don't know if that's a thing with this particular breed or a similar horse like the Gypsy Vanner horse. I've never seen a horse with equal amounts of mane on both sides of its neck, So that's just something I've had questions about with the Irish cob in general. It's interesting. These horses are not for me. I've never really liked the wild horses that much. The only wild horse that I like is the Ayla horse. And if I was gonna choose between the Solas and Dorcha, I would definitely get Dorcha. Like, literally, you should see my subscription box today in my channel. Everybody's buying the Dorcha. Like, nobody likes this horse. A lot of the points that I brought up today, I think a lot of people agree with. It's very out there, and it's not something that I am totally into. Yeah, and like, look, here's the Umbra horse. I don't mind this horse like as much, but I still don't like the Umbra as much as I like the Ayla. So like, literally the Ayla horse is the only wild horse that I like, and it's not coming back for a long time, and I missed out on my chance because it didn't have Star Rider when it came out. Anyway, I am digressing. So I guess that is going to be it for my review of the two wild— oh, wait a minute, I forgot. So there's two pets. All right, so we have the pink seagull, which I think, I don't know who said this, but I think it was like Violet Flower Garden, that yeah, she liked the pink of this bird because it's lighter than the horse, and the purple on the wings. Yeah, the seagull looks okay, I think. Let's take a closer look at it. Yeah, it's got a purple beak, purple feet, let's see, blue around the eyes, and then the feathers are like a deeper kind of purple. Actually, the purple on this, actually, yeah, you know, the whole color scheme of this bird is like not as saturated as the horse. So that's interesting to note. And then there's the owl, which I don't know where the owl is. I haven't finished. I'm like almost done with Ferris Quest, and I haven't gotten the owl yet. But I mean, look at this. The seagull over here. It flies. It flaps its wings. Why doesn't the owl? And I know that owls, they can glide. They don't really need to flap, you know, quite as much as like a seagull. They can glide around, but to never flap is also not good either. In my opinion. So like, okay, let's take a look closer at this bird. Okay, so with the owl, it seems a little bit brighter than the Dorcha, which is interesting. It's like lighter blues basically. And whoa, the detail on the feathers here. Wow, okay, the feathers look great, to be honest. I'm not gonna get it though, but I just wanted to point out the extreme detail on the feathers here. These feathers look really nice. And let's see, the back is interesting. I never noticed that. It's like a horned owl. But yeah, the blues are very light. They're very saturated. They kind of match this right here, the blue in this window. So that's cool. So that is going to be it for my review of the two new magical horses and the pets. Honestly, my review is like 6 out of 10 because I'm an adult and I'm not super interested in the bright colors like maybe a younger audience would. The feathers on both of the animals, actually, the birds and the horses, they look cool, and I like the detail and the sort of textures on them. But the thing that really sort of bothers me the most is sort of the clash of textures between what's on the mane and tail and the actual feathering itself, because like I mentioned earlier, it does look like horse armor to me. And overall, these horses didn't really change my opinion about magic horses in general, magic wild horses, because I've just never really liked them in general. So these horses are a no for me. So let me know what your thoughts are on these horses, if you bought one, bought both, or bought none. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more Ravenbird reviews where I give commentary on all of the Star Stable updates. With that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!